What's going on?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, thanks for bringing me to Mission Bay Sports Center. What kind of boat are we getting on today? Sailboat, kayak? I'm ready.
They have it all. But what about this? We're going to try a little something different. Are you good with that?
Something different? I could do something different.
Okay, perfect. We're going to go talk to Ryan, and he's going to tell us all about what we're going to do. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go.
All right, cool.
So we're doing that today?
Yeah, it's a little bit, a little crazy, but that's what we're doing today. Jetboarding, can you believe it? Anyway, we're gonna be in totally good hands, Mission Bay Sports Center, and we got Ryan who's gonna tell us a little bit about what to do, how to do it.
Oh, thankfully.
I'm excited.
How's it going? I'm Ryan.
Hey,
I'll be
Ryan.
your flight instructor today.
Nice to meet you.
We've been here at this location for 6 years. Safety is our #1 concern. So we're gonna have you watch a little flight instruction video. It's gonna give you some more details of what's gonna go on once we're down on the water. Then we'll get you guys in a life jacket and a helmet, and we'll get you going.
Okay.
Helmet, life jacket. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but okay.
Nothing to be nervous about. You're in good hands.
Nice. Let's do it.
Take a breath and relax, and then just try to get moving forward and nothing else. Forward when you're in the air, the forward momentum will make you stable.
Thanks so much for having us here today. I've never got on a jet board before, never thought I would, and it was a lot more fun than I anticipated today, so thank you.
Well, great. You guys did a great job. I was really impressed with how well you guys were able to pick it up and get up in the sky flying.
That was fun, man.
Absolutely.
What a great experience.
Well, great.
So obviously you've got the jet boards and the jet packs that people can take out, but Mission Bay is like just this mecca to have so much fun. This like aquatic part. What else can you do here?
We try to brand ourselves as a one-stop shop. We have kayaks, paddle boards, we have the wave runners, the pontoon boats, we do the catamarans and the sailboats, and so we offer different types of boats for any level that that you're looking for to get out on the water. So come on down, we got something for everyone.
Yeah, you could spend all day here.
Absolutely. A little day on the bay with the family.
And I know, Mark, this is pretty much in your backyard, so I imagine you're coming over here quite a bit too.
I literally live right there. So yeah, I mean, we ride bikes here all the time and just cruising by, and like my family, friends, we've been and visited Zach many times. I mean, literally have tried virtually everything except for the jetboarding today, which was insane. And thank you so much for providing that.
We'll be back to do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely come
Bring
back.
Bring the kids down. We get them flying as young as 10.
Nice.
Yeah, speaking of kids, youth camps, you guys have those here as well?
We do. We have a 12-week program over the summer. It's Monday through Friday, morning or afternoon classes, and we offer a variety of activities from sailing to kayaking to paddleboarding, different levels again of all of those activities. We take the kids surfing, windsurfing, water ski, wakeboarding, whatever the kids want to do.
Okay, so opportunities are endless in the summertime for the kids. Now, what about for adults? Can people come and do group events, team building, things like that?
Yeah, we do a lot of corporate events, team building, outings, company parties. They host picnics around the facility on either side, nice grass areas that lead right down to the sandy beach, and then we can pretty much put together any type of package that they're wanting. If they just want to go out and play by themselves, or if they're looking for some instruction, we have the instructors to go out to make sure they have a safe, fun, time out on the water.
Yeah, well, can't really get enough of Mission Bay here. And I know you lived here, you're not from here originally, but what are just the benefits of being able to live in this area?
I think just the access, what we have here. I mean, literally this bay is incredible. Today's a tad bit windier than it normally is, but normally on the other side it'll be a little bit windy and crazy, and you come over here, it's just nice and easy, and it's just an actual fun lifestyle. I mean, bikes, but then you have all of the water stuff here too, which is absolutely incredible. And having this type of facility, it's insane. So
I can't imagine what people who visit think of our lives here, because it really does feel like you're on a vacation, a little staycation here. Do you hear that a bunch?
Absolutely. We even have people who are locals who've been here forever that come down. They say, why travel anywhere when we have this in our own backyard?
If you ever wanted to maybe find property in this area, is this something that's accessible for people? Is there still stuff around?
It's a wonderful place to live. There's a lack of inventory right now, and obviously you can see it's pretty maxed out on space, so there's not a lot of vacant land left.
Yeah.
So, but there's plenty of stuff coming up. There's, you can do condo, you can do something beautiful on the water, but PB Mission Beach is just an awesome place to live.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, what more can you really just say about it,
I'm not sure.
So the next time you come, if you're not doing the jetpack or the jet board that we did today, what do you think you do?
I kind of have my eye on that hot tub, what's it?
The hot tub cruising boat?
Yeah, the hot tub cruising boat. I mean, how cool is that? On the water in the hot tub? Yeah. So.
Absolutely. Come out and float in the middle of the bay in the hot tub. Can't beat it.
And I feel like, occasionally in San Diego, we get some chilly days, nothing like compared to the rest of the country, but it might be nice to, on that chilly day, come out and grab one of those and hop in the hot tub.
Even when it's a heat wave and it's 90 degrees, we can make the hot tub cool.
Can you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of ice in there, yeah.
There you go.
Well, Zach, thank you so much again for having us. Today was an incredible day, an experience that I will definitely never forget, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming down, guys.
And Mark, can't wait to see you again. Who knows what we'll do next time.
In the hot tub.
I am so excited to be here today. I live just across the way and see this sign every day I pass it, and I've been waiting to get here. Today, Jesse Salas brought us here. He's going to tell us all about everything that's going on with this brewing company. And if you want to try one of the best brews in San Diego and a place that's dog friendly, you're definitely in the right spot.
So I love local, right? Very big, San Diego, near and dear to my heart. And I also love beer. Let's face it, I'm a big beer lover, and who isn't in San Diego? We have so many great breweries here. But one of the demands that I've seen from a lot of my social media followers is a particular brewery here in the heart of San Diego. So we're here today with Greg Anderson at Bay City Brewing.
Thank you.
You're kind of known for being this big Bay City sign right off the freeway. I know I live close by, and you get a lot of people coming in just because they see everyone having a good time, right?
Yeah, that was kind of the idea when we started. Ben and I both live in the beach area, my partner, Ben Dubois. And we wanted to have something here in the beach area local to us, and not up in Vista or San Marcos or whatever. And we ended up running into this building, which happens to sit right on Interstate 8.
It's a perfect location.
It is a very good location for that, and in terms of getting in and out and for deliveries and things like that, it's fantastic.
I have to ask, Bay City.
Yes.
Was it from Wisconsin?
No.
Bay City Rollers fan?
No.
Do you even know
I
what the Bay
don't.
City Rollers are? Actually, no. I didn't think she did.
I did some research. But seriously, where did you come up with the name?
The name Bay City is a more of a geographical reference to where we are located. We are located between San Diego Bay and Mission Bay. And real close to the city, right over there.
Okay.
So that's how we came up with that.
And you had mentioned that years and years ago, they used to reference this area as Bay City, right?
Yeah, I believe they
wow.
referenced the whole area as Bay City at one
That's
point in
great.
time.
I love
Yes.
that. Keeping the history.
Yes, trying to, yes.
So tell us how this all came about and how you got started.
So we've been in operation now for almost 3 years. We wanted to be part of our community, and we wanted to put something in our community that we both enjoy.
Now, you've been in San Diego for some time here, right?
I have.
And this isn't your first venture as far as food service industry.
No, it's not. I own and operate McGregor's in Mission Valley, which is we're celebrating our 22nd year.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And been in and around working for myself basically for the last 30 years.
So it's safe to say you wanted to build something within the community, and it's happening. You're a testament because you're right here next to the sports arena, and you were talking about you get so much traffic from the Gulls games that are happening and all their events.
Yeah, the goals were really a godsend to us. When we started this project, the goals weren't part of the plans for San Diego. That only came after.
Okay, so they came for Bay City.
So they were, yes. We were very blessed. Once they heard Bay City was coming in, they decided they were going to move from Virginia out
Sticking
this
to
way.
it.
Yeah. All right, if Bay City's going in, we're going in, they said.
Well, this place is packed. On game day for the San Diego Gulls, before the game, and not only is it packed before, but it's also packed afterwards. I mean, this is basically where they're tailgating, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. We have a good relationship with the Gulls, and it's nice. It's nice to have them as a partner. They've been a really good partner for us.
That's great. And I know you do a lot of events here as well, or exciting things coming around. We get to meet the brewmaster, which is great.
Mr. Chris West.
So tell us something about the events that are happening coming up.
Well, we've got all kinds of stuff coming up. We try to be as involved in the community as we can, as I said. And we have an outrigger race that's going on in Mission Bay here in a couple weeks that we're going to be sponsoring. We are sponsoring the beer for a fundraiser for Promises to Kids, the Polinsky Center, which is something, that's very near and dear to my and my wife's heart. And they do a big party up at Mrs. Waite's house, and they raise money, and we're going to be the beer sponsor for that. So we're trying to get involved in the community as much as we can.
That's beautiful.
And then in terms of other things we have going on here at the brewery, we've got our Rad Summer Series, which is a take on our Radler that we have done that people seem to really like.
See a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Right? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Is that our lead-in? Do we get to try some
I think so.
Rad Series?
Well, we have it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's time to go meet the brewmaster, right?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, thank you so much, Greg,
Thanks for having me.
us and tell us your beautiful story.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit, what makes Bay City and their concept about brewing different?
Well, we are definitely in a large ocean of breweries here in San Diego, but we make a very wide range of beers. We sort of try to hit on all the different ones, all the different sort of styles and categories.
That's great.
We want to make sure that if someone walks in here that they have something that they can enjoy.
Yeah. Well, during my research the other day, I had a particular beer where, generally I'm more of an IPA guy, but I was introduced to your Radler series. So you got to tell us what that's about because it was delicious.
But Radlers are a German sort of style. It's for cyclists, and it's sort of a citrus-forward, active, everyday kind of a beverage, and it's perfect for San Diego. The Germans, what they would do is combine beer and soda, and that way you get a little bit of that calorie energy from the soda and just a touch of that alcohol so that you're not buzzed on your bike, but you're at least feeling nice and good. And again, we have a bunch of cyclists here in San Diego. We have got great citrus here in San Diego, so it just sort of makes sense. It's a great sunny day drinking kind of beer.
And if you're not a cyclist, people are right now are thinking, they think I'm going to go become a cyclist.
I'm thinking line bikes, right?
Yeah.
The bike sharing program.
And a lot of our beers were very, not straightforward, but we want our IPAs to taste like hops. We want our darker beers to taste like roasted malts. So the Radler series gives us an opportunity to sort of stretch our creative legs and sort of have fun with stuff we might not necessarily use.
That's great. Well, I have two questions for you. What is your favorite beer, one? And then second one, for someone who's just getting started with beer and thinking about coming to the brewery, what would you recommend?
That's a good one.
Definitely my favorite beer here is going to be our Bay City Pale Ale.
Okay.
It's known as a San Diego style Pale Ale. It's our learning experience. It's what pushes us. It's what makes us want to grow. We always are trying to find that combination of citrus and pine and really trying to execute a beer that really has a lot of flavor behind it.
It's delicious.
Our Vienna Lager, which I believe we have right here though, that's going to be our approachable beer. I also love that beer a lot. We tell people that if you haven't had a beer that you really enjoy, this might be something to sort of get you through the gates.
Yeah.
Well, do we get to try these beers?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is there a proper
cheers?
beer cheers?
No, everyone has a different cheers in all the different parts.
You lead it away.
Prost, since we talked about the
Prost.
Germans.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Cheers, thanks for
Bay
coming,
City.
guys.
Thank you.
Well, I've lived in San Diego for the past few years, and one of my favorite things about working on this show is that we're always going to these amazing places that I never even knew existed. And today is a perfect example of that. We're in Rancho Bernardo at the Bernardo Winery. And when you come to this winery, it is surrounded by homes, so you never even know it was there. And once you pull up, here's this magnificent gem. I'm really excited to be here. I've never been to the Bernardo Winery. Mark, it must be really fun to kind of represent this district up here.
District 5 is a great district. We love having the Bernardo Winery here locally. Family owned and operated for over 100 years. The oldest winery, I believe, in the county. So it's just a great gem here in District 5, and you know, it's great to be able to spend an afternoon here.
Absolutely. We know that San Diego is just such a mecca, not only for people moving all over the place to want to live here, but of course coming to vacation here, such a popular destination. Ryan, you certainly know that people always want to come to the beach, and you kind of oversee such a wonderful beach area of Encinitas. So you seeing a lot more vacationers come out to Encinitas this time of year? You seeing more people move in from other places? What's new over there?
Yeah, definitely. There's been a real trend of out-of-state buyers and vacationers from Seattle, from the Bay Area, from the Midwest. It's a beautiful place that we live in. It's not a cheap place.
Right.
A couple months ago, Encinitas passed an ordinance that they're making it easier to do granny flats. The fees are coming down. The setbacks are getting easier, and I think that's a real kind of key step in helping the affordability.
Perfect. So I imagine granny flats can be used for a variety of reasons, really. Somebody who owns their home, it gives them just like an extra little property. Maybe a family member goes in, or maybe Airbnb. As a councilman in San Diego, since it's such a popular tourist vacation place, do you ever find that there's challenges in trying to appease people as far as Airbnb is concerned?
Yeah, it's a touchy issue, and part of it's, you know, we've always had vacation rentals in San Diego. You think about the beach, the racetrack, all these places that people have been coming to for the summer for longer than we've all been alive, right? So that's not new. What is new is Airbnb makes it a lot easier, and it's easier for people to do it on a nightly basis. And so the complaints that we've heard from folks in neighborhoods, particularly single family neighborhoods, are, you know, they don't want their next door neighbor not living there. They don't want a constant cycling in and out of people who are not local. And so what we're trying to do is figure out a reasonable path where, you know, people, because this is an expensive place to live, are able to rent out and make a little extra money to help pay the mortgage, but also not disrupting the fabric of the single family community that people spend a lot of money to buy a place in.
Well, Ryan, not only do you represent the coastal regions, but I know sometimes you also have properties in this district too. Do you have a listing that you want to talk about today?
Yeah, absolutely we do. Rancho Penasquitos, it's a great 4,000 square foot home on a cul-de-sac. It's actually a former professional baseball player, and I'd like to say the backyard is an all-star backyard for a former all-star. Pool and just a really great private hangout area, so getting lots of interest on that one.
Well, gentlemen, it's been lovely to talk to you both, but we have got this amazing cheese platter in front of us. We've got wine, and this place is huge, so I'm excited to get out and discover a little bit more that the Bernardo Winery has. So let's dig in.
Thanks for having us.
Ross, this winery is just absolutely incredible. It's nothing like I've ever seen anywhere before because it seems like it's so much more than a winery. But I gotta ask, where are the grapes? Where do you find the vineyard?
Right. Yeah. People ask me that all the time. They're driving through a 55 and over community, and they're, you know, where are we going? Where are we going? They call us when they're like halfway down the road. And they're like, you're not here. I don't know. Then they see this oasis, right, of all these old buildings and things like that. And we have 5 acres of vineyards on the property, and they're all, I mean, that's tiny for how big of a production that we have. So we actually pick most of our grapes from all these really cool vineyards all around San Diego County. So like if you have a few acres in your backyard that have some grapes in them, we pick those. If you've got 70 acres in Ramona, we pick that. So that's where the grapes come from. They all come here, and then we make the wine on the property.
Well, I stand corrected. Apparently the grapes are everywhere that you guys use.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about the process? Because I know you also have the original winemaking machinery. I don't know if that's the correct way to say that, but yeah, tell me all about that.
It's totally mechanical, right?
Okay.
The process of winemaking hasn't changed a whole lot over the last 10,000 years, right? I mean, you get grapes, you ferment them, age them, mature them in you know, some sort of container in big volume, and then you put them in a bottle and we drink them in an interview, right?
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. So, but you know, we've been making wine here since 1889. We're the oldest operating winery in Southern California.
Wow.
And so, you know, back then it was actually pretty modern. You know, they would pick grapes in the vineyard, they would bring it into this old equipment that are actually still here. You can still tour it, and we have a really cool walking tour that you can go around, check out the different plaques and things like that. The grapes get crushed. It basically breaks the berries apart, and then fermentation starts. We separate the skins and the seeds from the liquid. The liquid is obviously the wine, right? That goes into a barrel, ages for a while, goes into a bottle, and then we drink it. That, like I said, is the same, except that back in the day, there was a lot of wood, a lot of concrete usage, and that you can still see here. Now, stainless steel, you know, obviously American oak for the barrels, but stainless steel, nice and clean, right?
Sure. Well, I just picture this old I Love Lucy episode where they're in there with their bare feet crushing the grapes. I guess we've come a long way from that.
Yeah, we have. Just getting away from the feet part, I think, is the thing. Yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much the same, you know?
Well, this place is just, I'm still like in awe of how different it is. What kind of events do you guys do? And I imagine weddings or bridal showers. Tell us everything.
Sure, we do a lot of events here. We do about 50 weddings, about 150 corporate and private events where you can do like a bachelorette party or birthday party or something like that. We just opened our new restaurant here called The Kitchen. So you can grab lunch. Bernardo Winery tasting room, right? You can go taste wine, drink wine, hang out, take some bottles home for dinner. And then we're also, you know, over the course of the next couple of years, we're going to be able to do a lot of the catering, and you know, really sort of not reinvent necessarily how we do events here, because my grandfather, you know, he bought the winery during Prohibition, and during Prohibition and after, they would bring all the Sicilians and all the Portuguese up to the winery, and they would party here on Sundays. And I mean, big barbecues with like big tri-tip and lots of pasta and wine flowing everywhere. I really want to bring that back, you know? I want to bring back like that sort of like that Sunday barbecue feel, you know?
Yeah, that kind of Sunday dinner, like the whole family's here, but
exactly. You know, we all get to drink and hang out and have a good time and nurse our hangover on Monday morning.
Amazing. So even though this is like such a historical place, it sounds like you're still implementing new things to help evolve and just the sky's the limit with opportunities of what you can do here on this land.
Yeah, certainly. And you know, the prime example of that is a lot of these buildings that we have our little shops in and the restaurant in, they were all used for something for the old winery at some point. You know, our clothes store, Cotton Cottage, was where the blacksmith was. the Rancho Bernardo Historical Society, which is, you know, amazing. They do some incredible work, and they've kind of like culminated this incredible history of Rancho Bernardo and the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
That used to be our garage.
Okay.
You know, it's incredible. It's fun to be able to check out all these old buildings and see all that, you know.
Yeah, so much history here. So you can really come here and spend the entire day here.
Yeah, taste some wine, hang out, grab a cheese platter, grab some lunch.
Go a little shopping.
Shopping. We have, we actually are going to be opening a new coffee roaster and coffee shop here. So my sister and brother-in-law are opening a coffee roaster. My other sister runs a really amazing boutique that sells amazing handbags and jewelry. And it's fun.
So this
fun
gem
stuff.
up here in Rancho Bernardo. Well, thank you so much for having us today, Ross. It's just been an incredible experience to be here and hear about the history of this place too.
It was my pleasure. Honestly, hanging out with you and drinking some wine is great. Love it.